So this Fidelity story it's a really famous story. And so you've probably heard of Fidelity, the investment platform. It's a huge US-based investment platform. And what it did was one day it decided, some of the marketing executives decided, actually, let's have a look at all of our clients, all of our investors to see how well they've been doing. Let's go through their accounts and let's segment them from the best performing to the least performing accounts in terms of investors. So I think they split them into five different parts: the best performing, second best performing, and etc. And they decided, okay, let's take this opportunity to contact our best performing investors to let's see if maybe we can extract a few more dollars from them to get more fees out of them. So let's use this as an excuse to give them a call. So they
Mm.
did. So they contacted the best performing investors and they gave them a call to say, hey, how are you doing? What's the secret, etc. So they call them up, and to their surprise, they couldn't reach most of these people.
Mm.
And eventually they got through to their families, the account holders' families. And what they found is that a significant percentage of these investors had died. And they were amazed by that, right? Most of these investors had been around for so long and they died, and their families hadn't even looked to close down their accounts. And then they decided to call the second best performing group. And they call them up, and again, to their surprise, this time they were met with surprise from the other side to say, "Oh, I don't have an account with you." So it turned out
That's
that they'd
right.
actually forgotten that they'd had an account.
That's
And really,
right.
the moral of this story, which the Fidelity people had found out, the moral of this story is that actually the best performing investors just don't tinker with their
Mm.
portfolios. They'd almost forgotten, or if they died, they can't tinker with their portfolios, or if they don't know about their accounts, they haven't been able to tinker with their portfolios. And the worst performing investors are the more active investors by default as a result. So this is all it completely links into what Peter's been saying about not following the herd, not tinkering with your portfolio, investing for the long term, because this stuff really matters.